Good morning. This is Father Stephen Kelly from St. John's Church in Detroit. We're continuing our series of daily morning meditations where we generally look at one or another of the lessons that are assigned for morning or evening prayer, what is known as the daily office lectionary. Today for Thursday, let's take a look at a lesson that's assigned from St. John's Gospel for evening prayer. Now, we started this particular teaching, the story, yesterday, and that is that Jesus has been told that his friend Lazarus is dying. He's very sick, and so Jesus hesitates and then receives word that, in fact, Lazarus is dead. And so Jesus now goes to the village and meets up with his sisters, Mary and Martha of Bethany. So that's where we pick up with the story, John chapter 11, beginning at verse 17. Then when Jesus came, he found that he had lain in the grave 4 days already. Now Bethany was nigh unto Jerusalem, about 15 furlongs off. And many of the Jews came to Martha and Mary to comfort them concerning their brother. Then Martha, as soon as she heard that Jesus was coming, went and met him, but Mary sat still in the house. Then said Martha unto Jesus, Lord, if thou hadst been here, my brother had not died. But I know that even now, whatsoever thou wilt ask of God, God will give it thee. Jesus saith unto her, Thy brother shall rise again. Martha said unto him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day. Jesus saith unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Believest thou this? She saith unto him, Yea, Lord, I believe that thou art the Christ, the Son of God, which should come into the world. All right, so here's the introductory teaching of what's going to be one of the great miracles shortly before Jesus then goes into Jerusalem and ultimately is put to death. Lazarus is dead. He's been placed in the tomb, and we'll kind of see that encounter at the tomb in tomorrow's lesson. But here's Martha. Remember Martha and Mary. We hear from them elsewhere in the gospel. Jesus is teaching. Martha's back in the kitchen getting the meal ready. Mary's sitting at the feet of Jesus listening. And Martha comes out and says, hey, make my sister come and help in the kitchen. And Jesus says that Mary's chosen the better part, right? She's, in the moment, it's more important to be here listening to the teaching than it is to be doing that. There'll be a time for that, Martha, right? But Mary, in this moment, has chosen the better part. So here's once again, we encounter them. And Mary is mourning, sitting in the house. She stayed there. Martha, being the one who's the woman of action, comes right out to Jesus, meets him on the way, and informs him that he isn't dead. He is dead, but also that she believes that whatever he wants from God, God will give it to him. She's asking him for this miracle. And then we hear, do you believe that he will rise again, right? Do you believe this? And Martha obviously believes in the teaching of the Pharisees that there is a resurrection, that there is eternal life. The Sadducees do not believe in eternal life. But Jesus does this amazing teaching. He says, she says, I believe he'll rise at the resurrection at the last day. Jesus says, I'm the resurrection and the life. He that believe in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. Right? And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Believest thou this? And Martha confesses that she believes he is, in fact, the Christ. Right? It's a wonderful profession of faithfulness. There'll be more good stuff tomorrow, so we'll get back to that. But for today, it's Thursday in the second week of Lent, 10:30 Holy Communion, and 4 o'clock evening prayer. Hope you can join us in person. If not, pray with us on the live stream, pray with us on replay. Just pray. And I hope that you have a Thursday that's full of blessings.